Hey Taurus, I'm your astrologer Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, October 23rd to Monday, October 30th, 2017. Now, what's going on for you this week, Taurus, is we've got the Sun and Jupiter conjunct right here in your 7th house of partnerships and other people, normally one-on-one relationships, a marriage partnership, a business partner, or some kind of contract. It also rules that you're signing, okay? And I think what's going on there is that you're trying to really figure out how you can do new things, do things better with your relationships and with other people in some way. Perhaps it's been very hard for you recently in the past few months and maybe even past few years to have the relationships that it is that you want to have and to be able to work with other people in a very good way that's important to you. And I think you're trying to overcome some things from the past that have been hard for you in relationships so that you can really step into new chapters here, feel more comfortable with other people and have the relationships that it is that you really want. Okay, so I think that is what is going on there and really trying to work some things out emotionally. As you're trying to work some of those things out too with other people, I think there's also lots of thinking that you're doing with yourself and lots of communication, perhaps with other people too, to figure out your relationships with Mercury, also very close in quarters here to the Sun and Jupiter, okay? I think a lot of this stuff that you're thinking about and talking about in regards to your relationships has a lot to do here where Neptune is in your 11th house of your goals. All right, and Neptune here is making a trine over to Mercury. So I think what you're trying to figure out is how you can work better with your relationships and with other people to put your life in the right direction, to be more authentically yourself, to have more of the life that it is that you want and that you envision. I think you're trying to envision a future with other people and with your relationships that it is that you're working on. And I think that's something that's going to come into focus a little bit more this week. Okay, now this could be a little bit confusing, all right, because Neptune can bring up some confusion, but Neptune only brings up confusion if you're trying to box your life in, okay, and if you're very particular about what your life looks like. And I think that for you could have a lot to do with your goals. All right, if you're thinking about your life and the future for your life and you're like, my life can only look this way, if I'm living my life authentically, if I'm living the life that I want, then it's going to have the XYZ in it, it's going to have this in it, it's going to have that, it's going to have this, then this week is going to be hard for you. But if you allow yourself to say, you know what, I want to work with other people, I want to have the relationships that I want to have, and if that means that my goals have to be a little bit different or I have to rearrange some of my goals, then that's fine, because relationships are more important. And I think if you say that, it's going to be a lot easier for you, okay, to maneuver this week and to do what you need to do, okay? So I think that is what is going on here. Again, relationships being the main focus for you and really needing to do that, all right? I think if you can focus on relationships as well, and also opening up some big doors for you here where Pluto is in your 9th house to do something new, because Pluto's in a sextile here with Mercury in your 7th. So I think what you're trying to do is come into new chapters with other people in your life, do something you have not done before with relationships, bring the passion and the excitement back into your life, and really needing to do that, really needing to let yourself think about your long-term visions and the goals and the plans that you had for your life differently in order for you to do these new exciting things with relationships that perhaps you've been thinking about or working on, okay? It could be a little bit uncomfortable here with Saturn in a square to Chiron, okay? And Saturn's here in your 8th house of your changes and of intimacy, okay? So maybe you're worried as you're trying to go into some new chapters with relationships here that it's going to require you to make a lot of changes in your life, okay? Especially changes in regards to where you saw your life and where you thought your life was going, maybe having to rework some internal stuff as well with you and move all your emotional junk around too. I think it may also require you to do that. I think that could be a little bit uncomfortable for you as you make some of these changes, but really needing to not worry about that, to not worry about rearranging your life, to do it, but not worry if it's uncomfortable, okay? And to really, again, focus more on other people and on really bringing new chapters in here with other people so that you can find the passion once again, okay? So I think that's what's going on there. If you focus on other people too, not only is it going to allow you to do something new, but it's also going to help you as well here where the North Node is in your 4th house of home and family, to create something better for you and more stable for you, and to build your life on a foundation that is more true, okay, and more rock solid, and that can last, okay? And really needing to let yourself go there to do it, okay? And if you're too hung up on what you want your life to look like and on how hard it is or uncomfortable for you to make all these changes, it's going to stop you from really building something very true and very close to your heart with other people in a way that can really help you to do something exciting and different. All right, now while you're thinking about all of that too, we also have Venus here hanging out in Libra all right, which is in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So while you're trying to work stuff out with other people and make things happen, I think there's still some things about your job or about your day-to-day existence or about what your life just looks like externally that is not quite right still, that you're trying to figure out, okay? I think we've been trying to figure out, or you've been trying to figure out your job and your daily routines for a while, with every planet here almost coming through Libra in the past few weeks. But I think there's a few more things about your life that's not quite right that you're trying to work out in order for you to bring in this new thing that you're working towards here, with Venus also in a square to Pluto, okay? So I think you're getting there as you're moving forward to work with new people, to bring in new relationship chapters, needing to not be so uncomfortable or to worry if you feel uncomfortable as this moves forward here, and still needing to do some of the work here to make these relationship chapters manifest, okay? So that's what I see going on there. Mars also moving into your 6th house again, so still tying up some loose ends when it comes to your job and daily routines, and needing to be patient before things start to fall into place where you feel like everything in your life is on order so you can fully focus on relationships, but realizing that you're starting to get there where relationships can be your main focus and what it is that you really what it is that you really want and need to work on, okay? So that's what I see for you. Now your card for the week is the 2 of Cups upright. This is a great card, okay? And definitely very fitting for your chart going on. This is, I see a lot of it as a soulmate card, having destined relationships and destined partnerships this week, and having people that are there to help you, okay, do what it is that you need to accomplish. And I think that's what you're working on, really, is bringing some relationships into your life that are important to you and that are meant for you. And I think this week you're going to have the chance and the opportunity to do that, okay? If you don't feel like your relationships are working for you, maybe you need to figure out how your relationships can work for you, or maybe you need to depend more on your relationships and open yourself up more to what it is that your relationships have to offer, so that all of these good new relationship chapters can start to come in here for you and open up some doors and really give you the things that you feel have been missing from your life for a while, okay? So that's what I've got for you this week. Taurus, thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.